Hello, dear learners. Welcome to our lecture of critical reasoning, the lecture of basics of critical reasoning. So let us understand what is critical reasoning. So in critical reasoning, especially in case of GMAT, so GMAT critical reasoning question that you see generally has three parts. One is stimulus, second is question stem, third one is answer choices. So let us understand stimulus. What is stimulus? So this is the main body of the argument. So we will understand, or we will just take a short look with the help of one example of stimulus. So let us understand. See this part, the underlying part is known as stimulus or question stem. I repeat, this underlying part is stimulus or passes. Next, question stem. So this is the one or two lines below the stimulus that actually tell you what you need to do. Find the assumption, strengthen, weaken, or etc. So here in question stem, you will find the question types. The question type can be based on assumption, strengthen, and weaken. So understand question stem with example. So this part, the underlying part, which of the following is an assumption that would make the conclusion above logically correct? So this part is generally known as question stem. Moving further, so there is one more thing, that is answer choices. So understand with question. So this part I can say answer choices. Fine. So dear learner, let's move further and we will discuss more about critical reasoning in this video. Moving further, so understand few parts of critical reasoning. What are those parts which are important? So one is evidence, and the second word or this like similar word related to evidence is premise. So according to this PPT, evidence means I can say evidence is premise, and premise means a piece of information based on fact. So let us understand few markers of evidence or premise, or few signaling words. I mean, how to find out evidence or premise in a sentence or in one passage or stimulus. So if the passage contains because family, such as because itself, since, for example, as a result, it means it is the marker of premise or evidence. What if the passage contains so family, such as thus, therefore, hence, consequently, as a result, for this reason, and so itself? It means so family, so itself is the marker of conclusions, or I can say signaling words of conclusion. So moving further, let us understand with one example how to find out premise and conclusion. So either Sarah is rich or her parents are, since she drives a Dodge Viper. So in this sentence, after since part, let us understand from here. After since part, like since she drives a Dodge Viper, so since is the marker of evidence or premise. And what is the assumption? Actually, the assumption is either Sarah is rich, or we know that one who drives a Dodge Viper may be rich or can be rich. It is like assumption or the author's assumption. Or if someone's parents are rich, therefore someone is driving Dodge Viper. So this is also an assumption of author. Moving further, premise is confirmed. Okay, so how to understand which part is premise? So whenever in the sentence or the piece of information that is based on fact, so generally it will be based on fact and somewhere it is confirmed, therefore it will be premise. And how to understand conclusion? Conclusion is moral of the story. I mean, what do you get ultimately after reading the passage? It becomes conclusion. In another way, premise tells why. So whenever we look for why, it means it is premise. Or whenever we look for what, it tells about conclusion. So let's go for